You need to start working on something. I don't care how lost you feel right now. I don't care how many bad days you've had. I don't care how behind you think you are. You need something to wake up for. Because right now you're drifting. You wake up late, you scroll, you overthink, you feel bad about yourself, then you tell yourself, tomorrow I'll fix it. But tomorrow comes and you do the exact same shit again. And slowly your whole life starts getting controlled by excuses. Not even real excuses either, just comfortable ones. My mental health, I'm tired. I'll start when things calm down first. I need the perfect plan first. Meanwhile, the days keep moving, life keeps moving, and you stay in the same place. You need to come back to reality and realize something. You're slacking, and honestly, that's okay. But what's not okay is pretending you're not. My name is Sam, and I want to help you stop drifting through your life. You know what's funny? Yesterday I worked a 10-hour shift in a freezing warehouse while being sick as fuck. And today I still feel horrible. My body aches, my head hurts. Everything in my brain is telling me, don't record today. No one watches your videos anyway. Just rest, do it tomorrow. And honestly, the thoughts sound reasonable. And that's the dangerous part. Excuses almost always sound reasonable. That's why people believe in them. But I sat there and I thought, but why should I still do it? And weirdly enough, I had an answer. Because one person watched, one person watched. And that was enough to keep me going. So now think about for yourself. Why should you go to gym? Why should you study? Why should you work on your business? Why should you start creating? Why should you even try? Because without something to work towards, your brain starts rotting. You stop feeling alive. Humans need movement, purpose, direction. Even if the direction isn't perfect, a man walking the wrong path still gets further than the man standing still. And some of you are so obsessed with finding the perfect thing, the perfect path, that you never start anything. You overthink the goal, you overthink the timing, you overthink whether you're good enough. Meanwhile, life just keeps slipping away from you. And listen carefully, the thing you work on doesn't even need to sound deep. You can start going gym because you want to look good for girls. That is fine. You can want money just because you want a nice car. That is fine too. People online are always trying to make their desires sound philosophical and perfect. But honestly, a lot of goals do start shallow. The most important part is that they get you to move. Because movement changes people, stagnation destroys them. You know how many people are depressed not because their life is terrible, but because they do nothing? You've got no direction, no goals, no struggle, no progress, just consumption. You wake up, you scroll, you eat, scroll, sleep, and then they wonder why they feel empty. Your brain starts hating itself when it sees no progress. Even tiny progress matters. That's why after cleaning your room, you might feel a little bit better, or after gym, you slightly feel a bit more alive. Your brain is literally saying, okay, finally, we're moving again. But instead, you're making excuses. And this generation has become addicted to excuses. I mean, I'm part of it, so no one calls themselves lazy anymore. Everyone has a reason. And look, sometimes the reasons are real. You can be tired, burnt out, depressed, stressed. I'm not denying that. But just, some of us use real pain to justify permanent inaction. And that's the issue. Because there's a difference between I'm struggling and I've given up. And deep down, you know which one you are. I used to do this to myself all the time. I'd tell myself I had a long shift. I do deserve rest. I'll start tomorrow. Then tomorrow came and it's gonna be the same. I'd say the same thing again and again and again until weeks passed. And that's when I realized something. Excuses are dangerous because they remove urgency. The second you justify your inaction, you stop changing because your brain goes, okay, wait, fine then. But you're not fine, you're miserable. There's a story I heard once. A man wanted to become stronger mentally, so he asked this old fighter, how do I become disciplined? And the fighter told him, carry water up the mountain every day. The man looked confused and asked, that's it? So the next day he did it, again and again and again. Weeks passed, eventually he got angry and said, this is pointless, how does this make me stronger? The fighter replied, because every day your mind searches for excuses not to do it, and every day you carry the water anyway. That's discipline, not motivation, not hype, not some perfect morning routine. Just doing the thing despite the excuses. And honestly, some of you need to stop romanticizing your problems. You sit there overanalyzing yourself all day. Maybe I'm burnt out, maybe I'm damaged, maybe I need to heal first. Meanwhile, your whole life is slipping away, it's passing by. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you do need rest, sometimes you need healing, but sometimes you need to get up and do something. Your mind becomes way louder when you're idle. That's why your thoughts, the worst ones, usually happen in bed or while scrolling or while you're doing nothing. Action quiets the mind, not perfectly, but enough. So, how do we actually fix this? The first thing is you gotta stop waiting on the perfect mood. Your life can't run on feelings because your feelings will change every 5 minutes. You need standards, no motivation. A standard says, I do this no matter how I feel, even if it's small. You could be like, I write for 10 minutes. I go outside, I study one page, I edit a clip. That's how trust gets rebuilt because right now you don't trust yourself. You say you'll do things, but then you don't, over and over again. And every broken promise weakens your mind a bit more. So don't be making giant promises, make smaller ones and keep them and repeat it. The second thing is call yourself out honestly, not harshly, but honestly. There's a difference. Instead of saying my life is difficult so I can't work, you could say honestly, I just didn't want to work. That is what you gotta do. You gotta be honest. Honesty is powerful because now there's no illusion. You can actually improve something once you admit it. But if every bad habit has some poetic excuse attached to it, you'll stay stuck forever. Weakness grows in vagueness, strength grows in honesty. The third thing is stop thinking small actions are meaningless. This mindset ruins people. You'd think there's no point in studying for 20 minutes or even fucking 1 minute. There's no point of making one video, no one's seeing it. There's no point going to gym, I'm not getting healthier. But your whole life is literally built from small repeated actions. A building is made brick by brick, not all at once. And most people underestimate consistency because consistency feels unimpressive in the moment. One workout feels useless, one page feels useless, one video feels useless, until suddenly months pass by and your whole life looks different. And lastly, please understand this, working on something isn't just about success, it's about self-respect. When you work towards something, you feel connected to yourself again. Even if you're failing, even if progress is small, at least you know I'm trying. And there's peace in that. Way more peace than sitting around all day hating yourself. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop making excuses that sound intelligent, and just start. Small, messy, imperfect. But start, because drifting through life aimlessly will destroy you way more than failing ever will.